So, good morning. First, we will start some important current affairs of the day. Then we will go for the IR concepts. The 15th Finance Commission composition and the chairman's name was announced. N.K. Singh is the chairman of 15th Finance Commission. N.K. Singh is the chairman of 15th Finance Commission from 2020 to 2025, the period of 15th Finance Commission. As you all know, commission should be appointed 2 years earlier. By 2018, commission should start working and it will give recommendations. Then its recommendations will be implemented from 2020 to 2025, 2020 to 2025. Apart from N.K. Singh, Shaktikant Das is a member and Dr. Anup Singh is the member. N.K. Singh is the chairman, Shaktikant Das and Dr. Anup Singh both are members in the 15th Finance Commission. Finance commissions are being constituted in accordance with Article 280 of the Indian Constitution. Finance commissions are constituted in accordance with Article 280 of the Indian Constitution to recommend the distribution of net proceeds of taxes, between the center and the states. So, till you complete your prelims, mains and interview, you have to talk about 15th Finance Commission headed by N.K. Singh. Okay. And we are in the period of 14th Finance Commission. The 14th Finance Commission, the startling, very important point about 14th Finance Commission is, it have recommended highest share in tax revenue to the states. 13th Finance Commission recommended to give 32% of tax share to the states, whereas 14th Finance Commission recommended 42% of tax share to the states. That is a very good point. 14th Finance Commission recommended 42% of tax share to the states. Let us see what will be the recommendation of the 15th Finance Commission. Definitely it cannot ask for 52%. Okay, that is too extreme. Let us wait and see, it will moderate it now. That is 15th Finance Commission, N.K. Singh. Next important current affair, today in Hyderabad, Global Entrepreneurship Summit. Prime Minister Modi is coming to Hyderabad today on November 28th, 2017. I think most of the traffic restrictions we face Hyderabad, but not, I think he is not coming to Ashok Nagar or Himayat Nagar to visit IAS study circles. But the thing is, Ivanka, Trump's daughter, Ivanka is also coming to Hyderabad. Global Entrepreneurship Summit 2017 is being held at Hyderabad, and the theme is Women First, Prosperity for All. The theme is Women First, Prosperity for All. This is a women focused summit this time. Global Entrepreneurship Summit 2017, women focused, and the theme Women First, Prosperity for All. So, next important current affair is Aditya L1. Aditya L1. Aditya L1 is ISRO's first sun mission to take off in 2019. ISRO's first sun mission to take off in 2019. So, the mission aims to put 1500 kg heavy class Aditya L1 satellite, 1500 kg heavy class Aditya L1 satellite into the halo orbit around Lagrangian point. Around Lagrangian point. You may get a question, what is Lagrangian point? A point between sun and the earth. Lagrangian point is a point between sun and the earth. Okay. So, Aditya L1 satellite now is being launched by ISRO. This point is at a distance of about 1.5 million kilometers from the earth. Lagrangian point is at a distance of about 1.5 million kilometers from the earth. Very important current affairs, Aditya L1, and you may get a prelims question, what is Lagrangian point? What is Lagrangian point? This is the most probable question. And next important current affairs today, see what is the study of Aditya L1? What is the purpose? To study dynamic nature of sun's outermost layers. To study the dynamic nature of sun's outermost layers, the corona and the chromosphere. The corona and the chromosphere. C-O-R-O-N-A. Corona and the chromo. C-H-R-O-M-O sphere. The corona and the chromosphere. And collect the data about coronal mass ejections. And collect the data about CMEs. Coronal mass ejections. C-O-R-O-N-A-L. Coronal mass ejections. To collect the data about the coronal mass ejections. Study about corona and chromosphere. And it also wanted to predict, collect some information about the study of world weather patterns, atmosphere patterns and climate change with the study of this mission. So, this is very important. And Lagrangian point, Lagrange, L-A-G-R-A-N-G-E, Lagrange point is very important for prelims. Lagrange point is a position in space. Lagrange point is a position in space where combined gravitational forces of two larger bodies. Lagrange point is a position in space where combined gravitational forces of two large bodies such as Earth and the Sun or Earth and the Moon, equal centrifugal forces belt by a much smaller third body. How gravitational forces operate between two larger bodies. How gravitational forces operate between two larger bodies. Might be Sun and the Moon, might be Earth and the Sun, any two bodies. This is called Lagrange point. So, this Lagrange point is 1.5 million kilometers away from the Earth. So, this might be the prelims question, star mark question for this year. Next important current affair is, what is Immsar 2017? I-M-M-S-A-R-E-X, Immsar. Immsar, I-M-M-S-A-R-E-X 2017. International Multilateral Maritime Search and Rescue Exercise. International Multilateral Maritime Search and Rescue Exercise, Immsar 2017. Here the keyword is search and rescue. The keyword is search and rescue exercise. The exercise started in Bangladesh. All Indian Ocean countries are the participations in that. Organized by Indian Ocean Naval Symposium. Immsar is organized by Indian Ocean Naval Symposium. 35 members of the Indian Ocean region are present in that Immsar. 35 members in the Immsar region, in the Indian Ocean region, are present in the Immsar, are participating in the Immsar. Immsar is a naval exercise conducted near Bangladesh for search and rescue operations majorly. 35 Indian Ocean countries are participating in Immsar. I-M-M-S-A-R-E-X, Immsar. Okay, remember, Immsar 2017. Next important current affairs is, what is SAM? S-A-M. SAM is a artificial intelligence robot. The greatness of SAM is politician robot. It is a politician. Okay. SAM is a artificial intelligence politician robot. If you could remember, few days back we read about Sophia, a first citizen robot in Saudi Arabia. Sophia is a first citizen robot in Saudi Arabia. SAM is a first politician robot launched by artificial intelligence robot launched by New Zealand. The country New Zealand. SAM can answer personal queries, many persons' queries regarding local issues, public policy and other housing, education, etc. It can also answer in Facebook, Twitter, etc. Okay. You can pose many questions to SAM, it will give answers. It is a politician robot. And next important current affair today is Miss Universe 2017. South African lady got this Miss Universe 2017 award, 17 prize, that is Demi Le Neil Peters. Remember Demi Peters, D-E-M-I, Demi Le Neil Peters got the award. The award is Miss Universe 2017. She became Miss Universe, and her major aim is to eradicate HIV/AIDS. As you all know, South Africa is known for AIDS, notorious for AIDS. She has to concentrate on HIV eradication, AIDS eradication. This is also an important point which you should remember. And apart from that, you have many other current affairs in the Hindu paper today. Sink your differences. The editorial, sink your differences. In the sink your differences, the article is about yesterday's finance minister's comment. There is a comment given by a minister yesterday saying that judiciary should trust Prime Minister. Judiciary should trust Prime Minister. There is a wide gap between now judiciary and executive. They should sink the differences. They should reduce and minimize the differences. As you all know, the glaring example for this gap is NJAC, National Judicial Appointments Commission. In NJAC, 99th Constitutional Amendment was declared as unconstitutional and collegium method is being continued. But according to the editorial, collegium method lacks transparency. A better memorandum of procedure should be adopted. A better MOP should be adopted in order to ensure transparency in judicial appointments. In order to ensure transparency in judicial appointments. At the same time, all organs in the government should work for democracy, should work within the framework of constitution and democracy. Nobody is above democracy. Nobody is above democracy, either it is judiciary or executive or legislature. So everybody should work in synchronicity. Everyone should work with synchronicity. This is the gist of the article. Apart from that, there is one more article about Pakistan. Not one article, two articles in Hindu's center page today deals with Pakistan. As you all know, Tehrak hi labek Rasul Allah. Simple words. TLY. Remember TLY. TLY is a group that was formed. TLY is a group, very small group, considered as a very small group, around 3,000 men that was formed for protesting the change which was made. For protesting a change which was made in oath of lawmakers in Pakistan. Recently, Pakistani government changed a voting pattern. Some words in the oath, and against this, TLY started protesting. There is a word called blasphemy. Blasphemy means doing against the God. Doing against the God or hating the God or trying to dismantle some godly scriptures like that. Some names of God in the oath ceremony was removed. In the oath script was removed. Then people started protesting against that. And with this protest, the entire Pakistan, the life of Islamabad, Rawalpindi went for standstill. So a small incident can erupt and can break the basic values in the democracy. And most of the times, we have failed democracies in our neighborhood, failed states in our neighborhood. So we cannot consider this as a very good movement in our neighborhood. So closing down a country, the heading itself shows closing down a country itself got shut down. It may erupt in a bigger violence. We have to be very cautious about Pakistan movements. And next important article today is about Kapil Sibal. Kapil Sibal wrote an article. Kapil Sibal was a former minister, worked in UPA 2 government, very famous minister for information communication technology and a very strong lawyer who can counsel many cases, who can argue many cases very vocally. He wrote an article about changing trends in the world, particularly India. Changing trends in the world and particularly in India. First thing is, people started loving to hate others. People started loving to hate others. People love to hate. Sunni Shias, Talibans, even in most of the places, human rights violations. So all these things, hatred is going on in the world. And he spoke about Krishna and Arjuna. In this article, he discussed about Krishna and Arjuna, where Arjuna wanted to get away from the war. Whereas Krishna told Arjuna to fight in the war. not to create violence, not to promote hatred, but for a right cause, just cause. You can fight for a just cause. At the same time, you should not promote any hatred or sectarianism. Even in Bhagavad Gita, this was detested. A true person should fight for a just cause, not for uneven cause. And then slowly Kapil Sibal went for Hindutva. He told Hinduism is not just an ideology. If you make it and consider it as an ideology, Hinduism will be narrowed down. The idea of Hindutva will be narrowed down. Hinduism is majorly a way of life, where it is an all-encompassing doctrine which is tolerant and compassionate. But unfortunately, we should not make it as a narrow doctrine. That is the opinion of Kapil Sibal, not our personal opinion. Okay. Next important article today is about childhood foregone. Childhood foregone. This article is a very pathetic article where you all know India contains largest child labor in the world. Highest number of child labor in the world belongs to India, and Asia as a continent tops in the child labor. Asia as a continent tops in the child labor. According to Sustainable Developmental Goals, UNDP Sustainable Developmental Goals, child labor should be eradicated by 2030. According to Indian Objective, child labor should be abolished by 2025. And there is no much improvement in reduction of child labor, and recent survey says in the world, if you want to abolish child labor completely, it will take 20 more years. That means from 2030 to 2050. So the target is basically 2030. Now 2030 is no more a target, it is going up to 2050. And the most pathetic thing in the article is, no much improvement is there in the plight of the children. No much improvement is there in the plight of the children in the child labor conditions who are below 12 years. So the children who are below 12 years who are in child labor conditions, their situation have not been bettered. So that is the condition. So you have to urgently take care of this call. The solution for the problem is literacy, poverty eradication, upliftment, awareness, all these things, indifference, but not just aiming and targeting the child labor. You have to bring lot of change in the society. Then only we can control the child labor problem, we can eradicate the child labor. Next important article is about teach students to e-read. Teach students to e-read. E-read means electronic read. See, now all education is becoming online. The article is written by the teacher who teaches for journalists. And here, most of the textbooks and materials are available online. But what to read and how to read, we have to teach it to the students through online. How to read through online. But online is a boon or a bane. When the young minds who don't know the distinction between good reading and a bad reading might get corrupted if they start reading all nonsense on the internet. That also should be taken care of. And you all know, in China, internet de-addiction centers started. Students at very young age started getting addicted to internet, and internet de-addiction centers started. And next important article is the long shot of Russia. Simple. This article is about Russian involvement in American elections. In the Trump's elections, there is an allegation that Russia got involved. Russia intentionally made the Hillary Clinton to lose the elections, but I don't think Russia is the only reason for the Hillary Clinton's loss. But again, now a probe is going on about Russian involvement in American presidential elections. As you all know, Russia is a powerful country. We can never underestimate Russia, particularly in the chieftainship of Vladimir Putin. Russia is going to perform very well, and there might be a chance that Russia might have involved, but every country involves. As you all know, China involved in Zimbabwe's Mugabe's issue, and America always involves in all other issues, and Russia involved in the American presidential election issue. It is very common, because you want to show your prowess in the international politics, involvement is a must. Unless you involve, you are going to perish. This is IR real politic. Okay, these are the important current affairs today.